All right. Welcome back to Total Mom Brain. And of course, for Mother's Day, what better guest to have than my own mother?
Hello.
And tell them a little bit about yourself.
Um, well, my
She's
name
like,
is,
who am
I
I?
don't even know who I am. So my name is Jennifer. I am 51 years old, and
Dang, all the details?
I mean, you said something about myself. I have two beautiful daughters and two grandbabies. Life is good.
Life's good.
Yeah,
Good. You excited for Mother's Day?
I am excited about Mother's Day. My girls are going to go to church with me, and then we're going to have a nice lunch and, just soak up their love.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
It's all news to me.
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding. This is your what, 29th Mother's Day?
Yeah, 29th Mother's Day. I've had a lot of them.
Wow.
They just keep getting better.
Do
Actually, I really loved when they were kids and they would bring home gifts
they? From school?
from school. They were just so special because they were homemade and, things like that mean a lot to me.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of like motherhood? Like from the beginning or middle or adult?
Mm.
You're like, not so much adult.
Yeah. So when they were little, it was just looking at them and thinking I'm so amazed that I created that.
Mm.
And to hear them laugh and grow and learn and just be proud of them. I mean, and that's been in all ages. No matter what they do, I'm just so proud of them.
Yeah.
Should I be looking that way or this way?
Just talk to me. We're having a conversation.
Oh, I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just forget the camera's even there.
Okay.
Just chatting it up.
So probably, when Haley's never been bad to me. I always thought she was a princess girl until, I learned a few things as she got older. But to me, I've always thought both my girls were princess girls. I guess I was in denial.
Mm.
But they still are my princess girls regardless. I love them.
I think there is such a thing like mother's denial.
Yeah, I think that's true as well.
Yeah. Because like I know my kids are good, but like you never really notice their flaws as much until like somebody points it out. Or even like when Gabe points something out, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Like, I'm perfect. I'm the mom.
Yeah.
I make the rules.
Yeah. What do you think the hardest part about motherhood has been? Or is?
Oh, Lord. Really, Haley?
What?
I already tearing up. I knew you were going to do this to me.
Wait.
I know.
Sorry.
I think the hardest part has been just wanting my kids to be proud of me.
Mm-hmm.
That is even look at you.
That is the hard part.
Yeah, I mean, life has not always been easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's been good and bad, but I always wanted to show my girls that they should never settle for less.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's taken many years for me to do what I need to do and try to teach them that. Y'all both are just so strong. And I think, gosh, they didn't learn it from me.
Are you kidding?
But then I think back and I'm like, I was pretty much all they had. Even though fathers were present, they really weren't present where y'all were with me all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that's the hardest thing. I also think as far as like being a grandmother or lovey, the hardest thing is not stepping in and letting you raise your children. I think I've done a lot better now because you've gotten on me several times and hurt my feelings. But I know ultimately when I sit back and think about it, you are raising two very strong, independent human beings. And I'm proud of you for that because that's hard work.
It is. And I think it's like not so much like you doing anything wrong in raising us, because obviously you did amazing, but it's just different because like there is a father figure in the house where like with another opinion in the house, and it's like you did what works for you. And like for me, it's like things that work for just me, which may be the same way that you did things. I have to like take into consideration as well. So that's like so hard.
Well, it may be hard, but it's also a blessing.
Oh,
absolutely.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Their father present.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
When I look at you, I'm like, oh my gosh, my baby married her high school sweetheart. How many people can say that?
I know, it's crazy.
It's great. This time of age is not even real.
Right.
But yeah, that was too.
We're not even. There's still. We won't even touch on. We're not even going to touch on that.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's a blessing, and sometimes I know it's challenging because two people with two different raisings.
I just think being a parent in general is just.
It's hard
every day. Like even like now that you have older kids, it's just like learning your kids now as adults and as parents and as what they're trying to become, or like with you transitioning as well. It's like every day is just a lot. It's just a lot.
I think I'm really trying to learn myself again.
Yeah.
And like myself. And I want my children to, like I said, always look up to me. But in this stage of my life, it's really important because I want to be very active with them and their children.
Yeah.
But, sometimes it's hard when you're trying to
be active for yourself.
Figure out where I fit.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that.
Both of us have been a huge support system, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I know a lot of moms don't get that from their children.
Yeah. Do you like being back around everyone?
I do.
Not everyone, but
okay. I do. I mean, I enjoy going over, even if it's just for an hour or so, stopping by, seeing the kids. Every time I go in there, Kane's like, "Are you spending the night?" And I'm like, "No, not tonight."
Every day we go, and he's like, "Lovey's coming over," and we're like, "Is she?" but then it's like you never know.
Yeah. So Sissy, like when she was a baby, she really didn't want anything to do with anybody. She just wanted mommy because she was a COVID baby.
Yeah.
And just seeing like how much she loves on me.
Yeah.
And like I can see both of these children. Like I see Haley in them. So
Haley, me?
I see you, my Haley girl, in them.
Yeah.
And it's very refreshing.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of day I'm having, when I walk in that door, they're going to scream, "Lovey!" It's going to give me love. I have been enjoying spending time with my dad, Jen, my brother, his kids, his wife. I mean, it's been really refreshing. It's good to have my best friend back.
Yeah.
And, I've learned to really enjoy having a relationship with Logan. It's been good. Of course, it's a transition.
Yeah.
So you got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah. What do you think the most rewarding thing has been? Well, I know there's been a lot of rewarding moments, but it's like, do you think it's like one, having us, or two, like just seeing where we are in life now, just like seeing each step, or is it just always rewarding?
It's always been rewarding.
Yeah.
Like when you would come in town, like I just loved it because I didn't see you all the time.
Yeah.
It's rewarding just knowing that if you need me, you're going to call me. You don't call me as much as I thought you would, but it's okay. You still keep me updated. You let me know what's going on with you. And
Well, and the thing is like, not that I'm like not trying to call you,
I know.
But I think that like in the past, I would just like call you for everything. Because like you did everything for me, that it's like now I'm just trying to like be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
With not only just like myself, but like with Gabe. Obviously, I still call you.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're being, y'all have y'all's family.
Yeah.
And then you have our family all together.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I love that about both of my girls, you and Jalen, that y'all are very independent in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like you like, if I'm like trying to parent or whatever, and then I like am a little bit harsh on you, that you take it, well, and I would take it the same way too, but it's like at the same time, I'm trying to like, I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm trying to like learn my flow as a parent too, while trying to like, it's different now because you're in town.
Yeah.
Like I'm just used to you being like,
away, yeah,
and like grandmothering from a distance, but now it's like, I don't know, it's just adjusting for me too.
I'm sure. I mean, and I had to learn that, and I think I do heck of a job now of like just sitting back. Sometimes I'll be like, oh my gosh, like
I am a lot stricter.
Yeah, but you know what? I see how well behaved and how smart your children are, and I have to remind myself like she's a damn good mom. Like she is like putting structure in these kids' lives. I mean, kids crave structure, whether we know it or not.
Yeah.
And I also think that, I hindered you and Jalen a lot because I did spoil you and do a lot for you because I didn't really have that growing up with my mother.
Oh, I wasn't complaining back then.
No, I know you weren't.
It was great.
You were very loved, but I think it hindered you as an adult because you never had to do it. And now here you are 29 and I'm still like wanting to come in your house and clean. And so I've kind of had to like step back, even though you probably don't like that part. But
like, clean, please.
Just let you have your household.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's like growing up with like a mom best friend. It was great because it was just like us. Yeah. And then I feel like we grew up together. Yeah. And then it's just the fact that Gabe and I are already young. We already feel like we have to play catch up. Like, not catch up, but like almost like grow up faster because we want our kids to like have that structure and just like basically be in training for adulthood. Yeah. So that when they get there and like when they're in high school, they take it seriously and take life seriously. Yeah. Because now we're like, well, we were just playing around. And the thing is, I don't know because I feel like Rita and Oliver were serious. I don't know.
I think they were.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They just had a different way of parenting than I did. Yeah. And I think that's why y'all never got in trouble either.
But honestly, I do see it in Gabe though, like the difference though, because like he knows certain things that I don't, and it's just like that's helpful. And I just want to give everything that you've instilled in me, and then everything that they've instilled in Gabe, and put it together so they can just be.
That's a good combination.
I think so. We're just trying to learn how to.
Yeah, I probably wasn't as strict as I should have been, but y'all never got in trouble. Yeah, y'all are doing great in life. I mean,
I know how to do a lot of things.
You really do. You're really handy, and you're very independent where it comes to that. And I think that you did see a lot of that in me. That's a hustle mentality, like your mama.
It's like but like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like everything besides like money.
Hey, that's not everything.
It's not everything, I know.
I just want to say one thing to you.
What?
That we're sitting here. Don't get scared. Oh. No, it's just a huge compliment because I hear you say this all the time and you're like, I just don't know what I want to do with my life. And you're kind of like me, jack of all trades, ace of none. Yeah. And I don't want you to know you're where God wants you to be right now. Like, I mean, you really do make really good money for what you do. Yeah. I mean, you have 2 children and a house and a husband, and so you have a lot of bills. Yeah. But the most important job is being a nurturer, our mom, and everything you do. Yeah. You do take on that role, even with me. Oh, like you are a nurturer with your sister. You know, even though she makes it difficult sometimes, you are always her support system. Yeah. And just you being a mom is so important. Yeah. It outweighs everything. Yeah. And I'm not going to say you were made to be a mom.
But I feel like low key.
But you have such a nurturing, loving spirit that it's just, I don't know, it just shines out everywhere in everything you do. And I think you don't give yourself enough credit for that.
Well, thank you. You should. I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
Well, I don't.
Because I don't know how the heck you did that by yourself. Like, I feel like I never lacked with anything.
You didn't.
Like, you always just made it happen. Yeah. And it's like, I couldn't imagine not having Gabe. I mean, I know you have to figure it out and you have to, like, rewire yourself. But it's like, days that I just want to tap out, I can. Yeah. And it's like, you couldn't do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it was just me and you, I mean, you would never have known it, but I had nothing. I mean, I had no money. I had no supportive husband or boyfriend at that time. And we would just have the best experiences. And I think that's really what made you think we were so rich? I mean, we would go to Maymont Park and roll down the hill, and
literally.
It was the best thing ever for you.
Yeah.
Go roller skating.
Wow, that's deep. You said that's why I feel like you're so rich. But really, though, we
true.
had so much fun.
Like, we didn't have anything, but we were so rich.
Right.
When Jalen came along, I was more established in life. I had more money. Mm-hmm. And I think I kind of missed out on doing those things with her because I was at a different stage in life.
Yeah.
And y'all were two different children.
Yeah.
Not that she didn't like those things, because I did still do things with her, like camping and a whole lot of things. I can't even think of anything.
Yeah.
And, just like, walks. I'm like, did I do anything? We did shopping and no.
I think that's why she's your like shopping girly now.
But you were too.
Yeah,
but not as much.
But she likes to actually go shopping. Like, I like when you go and pick stuff out for me.
Yeah, you would be like, I'd say, here's my debit card, and you'd come back, and I'm like, what did you get? Nothing.
Can't find anything.
Why?
Yeah.
You're like, because you're not with me, because you know my style better than I do, and I just can't figure it out. And I'm like, if my parents would have gave me the debit card and was like, just go shopping.
I think that's why I don't. Well, obviously, I don't shop now because daycare is expensive.
Yes.
But like, even when I do go and try to like look for something, I still can't really find much.
Yeah.
Only thing I can like splurge on is household stuff.
But you love that.
I do, but I would love to dress myself.
I mean, you dress really cute, and I think you do. But I mean, there again. What? Me and you get together and we can go shopping together, and it's easy.
Yeah, because you'll just do it for me.
Yeah.
There's just certain things that I'm not willing to even try to learn to do by myself.
And that's okay, because you do have me. Mm-hmm. And that's the great thing about having a mother.
For sure.
What was I going to tell you? I had a thought. I was getting ready to say to you.
That thought's long gone.
Yeah, thought's gone. Yeah, I'll think about it in a minute.
Okay.
What's your next question?
What do you look forward to in the future as maybe not even a mother, but a grandmother? Either one.
In the future, I just want to be here. I want to be present. Mm-hmm. I've been really trying to focus more on my health, because I do look at my grandbabies and say, oh my gosh, I have got to be here. So when they walk down the aisle or, or they have children, I can sit back and they'll be like, yeah, that's your great grandmother. Mm-hmm. I think things like that. I think I really want to look forward to seeing when you and Gabe are actually empty nesters and y'all get to really enjoy life again, because it is a different life when you don't have your kids, and you have to learn how to do that. Because it was really hard for me when I moved from here and went to Lynchburg, and I didn't have you every day.
Right.
And your sister didn't have you every day.
Yeah.
And that was really hard, because I felt like you pretty much raised her, and I didn't realize how much you did with her, when I was here in Richmond.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely raised her. I think I just made it easier.
Yeah, you were just the fun one, and she didn't look at what I did for her.
Yeah, she's like, what did she do? But I will tell you that I appreciate you and everything you do. I'm about to cry.
I'm like, you're like, I connected me.
Ooh. Because.
Wow. I don't have mine.
I'm not going to put them on.
Okay.
Just because you did always just figure it out. Ooh. Anywho. And you helped me become the mother that I am. With just like doing the daycare and just teaching me how to care for people. And even though I'm like tough on you, just because I'm mothering a different way, I just want you to know you. This
is good. I mean,
a huge impact on me and my mothering and my life. So thank you. Oh Lord.
Oh, I thought it was my mother in a bar.
I remember.
I mean, so much for trying to help cute makeup.
Oh man.
I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I was telling them, like, they were like, tell me about your kids. And I was like, they're both just wonderful. I mean, they have two different personalities, and I love them the same but different. And I was saying, like, they were telling me about how their kids are so mouthy. It was in my church group. So I'm like, how did you get through those years? And I said, I'm going to be honest with you. My kids were never mouthy to me.
Yes, I was.
You really wasn't, though.
I think that you were, what did we just say?
I was blinded by,
Mother's blindness.
But when you were a teenager, I remember you telling me the story, and I still remember to this day, you was like, oh, we was at Walmart, and we saw one of your cheer friends, and she was talking to her mother ugly. And you said, oh my gosh, I cannot believe she is talking to her mother like that. You said, I would never do that to you. And I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't. And I never felt like you were completely disrespectful to me.
I definitely felt like I had a smart mouth, but I know that at the end of the day, I would always apologize.
Yeah, you would.
I mean, which is still sucky, but like...
I never really felt like that, though, honestly. I think maybe I understood maybe where you were coming from, and maybe I was just tired.
You're like, okay, girl. Because, like, I did notice, like, the way that I talked to people, like, well, Gabe.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't notice that I was coming across as rude, and he's like, you sound nasty. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I just always talk like that.
Yeah, and I remember that story always. And I never felt like, I told my friend, I said, I never felt like I had out of control teenagers. And I said, I wasn't strict. I mean, I had rules and they knew. Yeah. Like, I don't want to disappoint my mom. Right. She's like, my daughter just looks at me blank face. She doesn't respond to me. And I said, well, she might need a coming to Jesus moment.
I will say, I think these teenagers are different. Yeah. Well, not even just the teenagers, the kids. It's like ever since after COVID and everything, it's just, I don't know what's in the water. Yeah. But they're just like different.
Yeah. And I was telling her, like, I really feel like I have connections with my girls. They're different connections, but each one is special. Yeah. Like, I remember probably about maybe a little bit longer years ago, we were walking in Walmart and I dropped my hand. And when you was a kid, that's all I ever had to do was drop my hand. And you always grabbed it. And then you did that probably like I don't know how many years it was. It doesn't feel like long ago. And I was telling her, like, my oldest daughter, if I dropped my hands and she didn't have her babies with her, she probably would hold my hand still. Jalen, not so much, but, she has her moments.
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely, like, different connections with each kid, and I've realized that, too.
But I also think different kids, you have to have the relationship that works for y'all. And sometimes I don't feel like Jalen feels like I'm as close to her. But I feel like I'm very close to her. I love her, but she's so independent. She's so much more independent than you were at her age. Yeah. And I do think COVID had a lot to do with it. I think when I moved away to Lynchburg and she didn't have you, she turned into this really independent person that felt like she had to stand up for herself all the time.
And then it was different, too, because, like, when I was growing up, there really wasn't a man in the house, where when you moved to Lynchburg, there was. Yeah. So it was just completely different parenting.
It was. And I'm different places in life.
But that's another thing. I just think, like, you're danged if you do, danged if you don't sometimes. Yeah. Because it's like...
Yeah. And I think that's every relationship, kind of. Yeah. You try to figure out and do the best you can, and
yeah. But I also think, like, we forget that you're just a girly too. It's like your first time living as well.
I'm just a girl. I want to be loved.
Yeah. It's your first time living, girl. Yeah. And I think that it's just every day is just a learning experience, no matter how old you get. Oh, it's true though, because it's like as soon as you think you got it figured out or caught up, it's like, oh, here comes another stage. Here comes another storm that I have to maneuver through, grow through. Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know.
Well, they say Paul's saying, never regret your past because that makes you who you are today.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and all past was not bad. There's lots of love.
Yeah. I think so.
Absolutely lots of love.
Yeah.
I think it's a great memory.
Great mother. Yeah. Thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for making me cry. I feel terrible for the rest of the day.
Why do you feel terrible?
I don't know. When I cry after that, I'm just kind of sleepy.
I know. I'm like ready for a nap.
Yeah. No, I mean, thank you for having me.
Of course.
I would be kind of upset if you didn't have me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I've been telling you about this since I started this like last month.
I know you have.
Yeah, because I just knew it just felt right.
Yeah.
Have my mother on for Mother's Day.
Yeah. Well, happy Mother's Day to you.
Happy Mother's Day, Mother. I love you.
I love you.
All right, you're awesome. Thanks for watching.